This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. On News Talk 95.3, 101.9 FM, and 1340 AM, your MNC Nation station.
Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It's June the 25th, 2024. And I'm John Zimney, the MNC News Center. The news continues now with our top local stories. A 16-year-old boy is charged as an adult after a shooting that took place at Pin Oak Manor Apartments in Mishawaka.
Police were called last Tuesday night where they found one person injured. The victim was taken to a hospital for treatment. 16-year-old Brandon Lamont Brown stands charged with attempted murder, armed robbery, aggravated battery, and dangerous possession of a firearm. The teen is being held at the St. Joseph County Jail. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
A woman accused of being high while driving and causing a major injury crash will face a judge and jury next year.
24-year-old Kayla Himes of LaGrange is being charged with causing serious bodily injury when operating a vehicle while intoxicated after reportedly hitting a pedestrian in January. She had been driving on US 20 in Middlebury when a witness reported seeing Himes veer off the road, striking a pedestrian at 45 to 55 miles per hour. Himes originally told police that she may have had a seizure, but a chemical test resulted in a positive finding for THC. Her jury trial was rescheduled from July 15th to January 6th. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Elkhart Police arresting a man who they say set fires to a police car and a gas station oil well. Officers were called early Saturday morning to the Marathon gas station on South Main Street, where a suspect had earlier tried to ignite an oil well. Well, while investigating, they received a report of a police vehicle on fire at the department's lot. Police put out that blaze and arrested 32-year-old Abraham Viagas Jr. nearby, despite him resisting and injuring an officer. South Main Street, where a suspect had earlier tried to ignite that well. He's being held on 2 arson counts and resisting arrest with a $75,000 bond. New this morning on MNC, a study showing nearly 1 in 5 Indiana students don't attend classes in their home school district.
The new study on school choice from WFYI finds that 187 Indiana school districts have suffered overall enrollment losses to school choice policies, even if they gained enrollment from students that chose to attend their schools from outside of their districts. School choice is riding a high wave of popularity in Indiana, with parents and caregivers having more access and options than ever before on what school environment they think would best serve the education of their children. The study also says roughly 2/3 of Indiana's 290 school districts suffered an overall enrollment loss in the just completed academic year due to school choice policies. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Lincoln Township in Michigan is now ready to begin their search for a new township manager.
The township is planning to post the job this month and plan to interview candidates in August. They hope to hire a manager in September. The trustees opted to hire a township manager rather than have those township administrative duties handled by the elected supervisor when current supervisor Dig Stouffer steps down. Heather Starr, MNC News.
And a longtime car wash in Elkhart is now reopened after a car crash into the building earlier this month. It was back on June 1st when a driver accidentally crashed into the Rocca car wash on Lexington Avenue. That collision damaged the garage door and a wall, according to the owners. A State House representative in Michigan has been arrested and briefly held in a Lansing jail amidst charges involving a firearm incident.
The arrest came early Thursday morning after the investigation of a report of a man with a gun and possible shots fired. Bridge, Michigan reports that the state representative, Neil Frisk of Charlevoix, was at a Lansing home around 3 a.m. Thursday and was arrested for a possible felony-level offense. Frisk is one of Michigan's most conservative House members and a member of the Chamber's Freedom Caucus. On Monday, the Detroit Free Press reported that the case report shows Frisk is facing potential charges for first-degree criminal sexual conduct. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
And in Indianapolis, McDonald's had its drive-through window damaged after a bizarre incident on Friday.
Employees at the McDonald's located at North Post Road near 38th Street on Indy's east side told police called to a report there of vandalism on Friday afternoon. A naked woman threw 2 bricks at the drive-through window before fleeing as a passenger in a white car. The bricks reportedly damaged 2 of the drive-through windows, costing the restaurant an estimated $15,000. Police have not issued descriptions of either the woman or the getaway vehicle at this time. Wes Woodward, Network Indiana.
Severe weather is possible for Michiana this morning, and some of the storms will bring several dangerous conditions.
Rain starts early Tuesday in northern central Indiana and then stops with temperatures warming to the mid-90s. Casey Fuson from the National Weather Service expects another round later in the day with tornadoes possible.
Wind is really the main threat. Hail, a few storms might see some larger hail with that. That tornado threat is really going to stay off to the north.
Ryan Hedrick, Network, Indiana.
One more weather note. Last week's heat wave has made jumping into Lake Michigan a lot more comfortable for beachgoers.
Thanks to last week's heat wave, we have jumped about 10 to 15 degrees. And right now it feels like the upper 70s when you take a dip in Lake Michigan.
And WSBT's Abby Wepler says, depending on how long this morning's storms stick around and the clouds afterwards stay with us, will determine whether we break the 90-degree mark. A passerby is credited with alerting residents that their home was on fire.
The blaze happened around 1 o'clock Monday morning in the 200 block of Jefferson and North 2nd Street in Elkhart. The residents got out of the home without incident. Crews arrived on the scene to find heavy smoke coming from the 3-story home, with flames shooting from the attic. The blaze was brought under control after about 20 minutes. The fire was contained to the attic, but heavy water damage was sustained throughout the 2nd and 1st floors. The fire was determined to be accidental in nature, and the American Red Cross was called out to help the residents. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
LaPorte County Police are asking for your help finding a woman they say stole an iPhone from the public video visitation room at the LaPorte County Jail. And it was all caught on video on Friday. We've posted images with this story at 953mnc.com, as well as an email address to the deputy in charge of the investigation. If you know who the suspect is, let the cops know. While patrolling in the area of Indiana and West Wilden Avenues on Saturday morning, Goshen police officers spotted a stolen vehicle. The driver of that vehicle led them on a short pursuit before parking the car in the 1300 block of Chicago Avenue. 29-year-old Jeremy Honeycutt of Goshen was arrested for resisting law enforcement with the motor vehicle and also auto theft and was taken to the Elkhart County Jail. The public's invited to join the Lincoln Highway Association for a documentary screening of the Lincoln Highway at the Lerner Theater.
The screening is of the pre-release cut of a new documentary film, After Ike, on the trail of the century-old journey that changed America. It's set for June 26th from 12:30 until 4:30. The program includes a guided tour of the Lerner Theater, presentation of the new documentary in the Crystal Ballroom, and a Q&A with the creator, production team, cast members, and more. For ticket information, check out indianalincolnhighway.org. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
Showers and thunderstorms this morning, and once they clear out, we're going to be muggy and hot. High temperatures will be in the upper 80s and low 90s. The feel-like temperatures today, because of the muggy feel, will be in the middle 90s. Tonight will drop down to 68, still a chance of a few scattered showers, and then for tomorrow, partly sunny, a little cooler, high of 82, with a few showers and thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
You can get the top local news delivered to your email twice each day, 7 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. And to get signed up for free, go to 953mnc.com, click where it says on demand.
Podcasts by Federated Media.